What's up YouTube, and welcome to episode number 17 of my van build series. Today I'm going to be installing an instantaneous gas water heater. Such a beautiful day. Wow. So here it is. This is the Imass instantaneous gas water heater. It's a tankless system, so basically it works on gas. It gives me instant hot water within about 20 seconds of turning the tap on. So really good bit of kit, pretty expensive. The link's down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, this is definitely a piece of kit I invested in because I just want to be warm when I come back from a surf, and yeah, definitely need a nice hot shower. So as always, make sure to read the instructions before you start doing anything. So from the beginning, I had decided to put my water heater into this space over here, and I think it's going to be quite a good space. So I'm just defining the cutout size, and it's got to be 33 centimeters by 33 centimeters. So I've just made a template out of a piece of cardboard there. Then I'm going to drill some pilot holes in the corners, see exactly where it sits outside, and then I'm going to make the cut with a jigsaw. And that should then just slot in really nicely, screw into position, glue into position, and that's the end of that. I'll have to build a little plinth for it to sit on. Drilled my first hole over here. I'll show you where it corresponds to the outside. Okay, so the hole comes through just over here. I have 33 centimeters over here. It's going to overlap into this recess, so that's not ideal. This is the cutout for the entire heater at the outermost limit, so 38 by 38. So initially I was just going to cut out a square, which was 33 by 33. But then I realized that there's an indentation at the top of the van on the outside, and down here I've got like a plasticky kind of material. So on the inside I actually wanted to not cut through this, which corresponds to the plastic bit, but I'm gonna have to do that, otherwise it'll interfere with this bit up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this template, which is 38 by 38, and I want it to sit just on the edge of that, 38 by 38, and it overlaps the black piece a little bit, like so. Then I find just the center point of the 38 by the 38, correspond that with the cutout of 33 by 33, and just center that, and that's where I'll then make my cuts with pilot holes in the corners. And then I'm just going to use a multi-tool to cut out this black section down there, and then in theory it should all sit nice and flush. I shouldn't have any like outstanding edges, especially at the top, and I can just run a nice bead of Sika along the top, and it should look pretty tidy. So that's the plan. In case that didn't make any sense, this will be the position of the heater then. So I'm gonna have to cut out a bit of this plastic bit, and it's going to sit on the edge of this, so I can just put a bead of Sika on there. So I think that's the best solution. That's all 4 holes drilled now, and I'm pretty happy with that position. So what I'll do is I'll make these holes a bit bigger now, and then I'm going to start cutting out, and hopefully everything should fit. What colors fade my disbelief and make me forget my memory. Rent a car you can't afford, put on a song that we both know, let your hair out in the wind, put the pedal to the floor, flame your light and take a smoke, put your broken rip off, wafers on, doesn't matter if the sun goes down. Okay, that's the whole cut now. Took a bit of effort and a lot of work with the angle grinder. Grind down all the edges, put the heater in, see how it sits, and figure out what to do with this bottom rim there. 'Cause we will still be high when the lights out. Make up the way as we go. took a bit of messing around. It was just a little bit too tight, so I just had to grind it to get it in. But now it's in position, and as you can see, there's a gap here. So what I need to do is cut this a little bit so it sits flush against the metal.
We're in this together, we both fall down. Doesn't matter if the sun goes up, 'cause we will still be high when the lights out.
So it's not glued into position yet, but that's a pretty good fit. I've got it quite flush against the side, and a nice result here, cutting into this black piece. It's a little bit messy down here, but I'm going to do a bead of Sika along here anyway, so that's going to look really nice. So all I need to do now is take it out again, prime everything, let the primer dry. Yeah, then I can get this in position and build a frame on the inside. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build it up with something down here, like a bit of a frame, and then I may also just build a box around it just to make sure that it's definitely not going to move or go anywhere. Looks pretty good. Simple system. Basically all that you have to do is connect your gas to here, and then your cold water goes in here. The other cold water just bypasses and goes to the sink or to the shower, and this just, yeah, heats your water instantly, and you've got your hot water coming out of here, and that's all you have. You don't have a tank. Super good for space. Here's your little power source. That's it. It's not cheap, but it's a really good piece of kit. So that's all primed now. I've just covered it up with a bit of plastic, and it's going to dry for the night, and then tomorrow I'll put another coat of primer on, and then I'll be able to fix the heater into position permanently. Just remember to get rid of all your filing dust and all the little bits that came off when I was angle grinding, so it doesn't cause rust. So I've got loads of bits up there, so I'm just going to get a ladder and get that cleaned up. Second coat of primer applied, so just need to let that dry now. So this is really cool. I've just opened up the heater. You need to open it up to be able to fix it to the side of the van. And inside you can see all the heat exchangers, the copper bits, all the electric. So I just need to wait for the primer to dry, and then I'll get this into position. Now I want to actually, on the inside of the van, where I can, screw into some wood just to reinforce this from the inside. But if we have a look over here, we've got quite a few bits of metal that are interfering. So I'll just have to put wood where I can, like here and all the way at the top maybe. And then the rest is just going to have to go straight through the metal. And I'll build my plinth over here, and once it's in position and it's relatively secure and where I want it, then I'll build a little bit of a box around it, and then it should be super solid. I put the heater in position provisionally, and I just put a bit of butyl tape around the edge because the last few days have been pouring rain, and I couldn't actually put any Sika around the edges and get this fixed permanently. So today's a dry day, and I'm gonna take this off and put some Sika flex around the edges.
The place we found, we'll still be up, still be up. We're in this together, we both fall down. Doesn't matter if the sun goes up, 'cause we will still be high when the lights out.
Right, so I'm pretty happy with that. I got a really nice tidy bead of white Sika around the top, and around the bottom I've gone with black Sika, so it just looks really tidy and professional. Read the instructions.